Hey, my name is Barry J. Solomon, father of five, creator of the Legacy Tribe. Legacy, 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 legacy. I used to call this hangout Gurus in Training. I was doing them every Friday, which I'm going to start again. I had stopped, but now I'm going to start doing these hangouts every Friday where I'm going to teach you. I'm going to share with you some things that have happened in my life, some things that I've learned, maybe something from a book that I've read, or some type of personal development a strategy or a technique or something that I've started to do to help me in my business and in my life. I'm going to share it with you every Friday. But I'm renaming this thing. Today is a historic moment actually for you and for me, because I'm renaming this hangout from Gurus in Training to IBU, Internet Billionaire University. Internet IBU, Internet Billionaire University. And the reason why I chose that name is because there's such a big difference between millionaires and billionaires. And although some of us might never be billionaires, we can strive to be a billionaire, and we might hit millionaire status or thousandaire status. Before I go on, I want to share something with you. What if everything changed for you? What if the internet, let me put this in perspective. What if the internet shut down for let's just say 1 month? No Instagram, no Facebook, no YouTube, no Wi-Fi, no internet at all whatsoever. No Skype, whatever runs on the internet shut down for one whole month. How would your life be different? You know, a lot of us, we cannot live without our smartphones, without our computers, without our iPhones, without our laptops. We would be decimated, right? So just let that sink in for a minute. What if the internet shut down for one whole entire month? If you're a teenager, oh, you probably would just want to kill yourself, right? If the internet shut down. No Facebook, no mentioning people in comments, no friend requests, no photos, nothing for 1 month. How would your life be different? It's a drastic change, right? A very drastic change in your life, in your lifestyle. Well, how would your lifestyle change immediately if the internet stopped working for 30 days? Did you think about it? It's a big change, a lifestyle change. It affects your whole life, everything you do. What about your job? If your job relies on the internet, or your company, every major company relies on the internet. What if all that shut down for 30 days? It would shut down the world probably. So what would you do? It's a drastic second change that could happen. It's not impossible that the internet could stop working. Look at what happened with the airlines about 2 weeks ago or something like that. The airline computer system had a glitch, and so the airline shut down, and the people were in airports mad, and they had all these delays. It's a drastic change that happens. Well, let me ask you this question as far as the title of this hangout. What if everything changed for you? Some of you that are watching this video on your smartphone or on your iPhone, or maybe you got an email from me and you're watching this hangout. What if you made a decision to make a certain change in a split second in your business? About 2 months ago, I was in a place in my business where I was stuck, passionate anymore, and I didn't do the things that I needed to do to to get to the next level. I had stopped. I hit a wall. Bam! Right in my bam! Hit a wall in my business, and I couldn't figure out. I couldn't put my finger on what was going on. I couldn't figure out why I was feeling the way that I was feeling. Why I was not prospering. I couldn't figure it out, and it was a drastic change. And for about 2 months, I was struggling with this. What is going on? Why can I not figure this out? What is happening with me and my business? And I figured something out. I figured out that what if everything changed? What if everything changed in a split second decision? And that's what it boiled down to. And that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this hangout with you on this Friday evening. I know you could be anywhere else, but you decided to hang out with me. You saw my invite or you got my email and you clicked, and here we are. And so I had to make a decision to get passionate again, to get my heart again, to remember. I had to remember my why. I had to remember why. I had to think back all the way till 2 years ago now, when I first, a little over 2 years ago, when I first started working online, when I first started doing videos. I remember my first video that I did online. It just was. It just was. And in that split second, I had to make a decision, and that's when everything started to change. That's when I started to be passionate again. That's when I started to, I don't know if you've seen that video that I posted on YouTube, but it was just a really quick video, and it was something like this. I choose to win! And if you say that out loud, people are going to look at you crazy. Heads are going to turn, but you're going to feel so powerful if you just do that. It reminds me of 300. You know the movie 300, where the guy was like, "This is Sparta," and he kicks and they kick all those Persians into that black hole and they fall down. It kind of reminds me of that. When you say that with that intensity, you can feel it through your whole body. You can feel your whole body radiate when you say to yourself, I choose to win, or you say, I am powerful. It sends something through your body. And these are some of the things that I have been learning over the past few weeks now, which helped me get out of that slump, which helped me get over that hurdle in not only my life, but my business. And so the reason why I'm doing this hangout is because I want to share that resource with you. It's like I got a new resource now that I can draw from. So if I even get this close to hitting a stump or wall in my business, I know how to immediately get over that hurdle in my business or in my life, because a lot of times things that happens in our personal life affects our business life, and some things that happens in our business life affects our personal life. But what if everything changed for you? Last month I went to this event, right, in Orlando, Florida, with my company. And the thing, if you go to an event and you have a breakthrough, which I do at every event, I have a breakthrough. If you can take away one thing, if $2,500 to get to an event, and just one thing that you can take away from that event, that one thing could change your business. That one thing could take you from making $2,000 a month to making $5,000 a month, or $5,000 a month online to $10,000 a month online. Just that one little kernel of information, or just that one pop. I went to another event where there was this lady, and she was saying, I popped. It's like when you pop, you have the off. And there's this moment in time when when something just clicks for you and you get it, you understand, you get it, you pop like a popcorn. And everybody in the event was like, I popped, because she had that transformational moment at the event where something inside just clicked, something that she was struggling with in her, because she made a decision to go to that event. It just clicked. That event that I went to in Orlando, I wasn't gonna go. I hadn't gone to an event all year with my company. And prior to that event, I would say 3 weeks before that event, I started listening. Somehow I found this Hour of Power on YouTube. I don't know how I found it. It found me. You know what they say? When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Let me say that again, because that's powerful. Write that down. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Maybe you're watching me for the first time, and you're learning something. Maybe you're getting some value from this hangout, and you're taking notes and you're learning something. It's like I'm teaching you. Well, it's not about me teaching you. It's about you learning and I'm me learning. This hangout is just as much for me as it is for you. And so we're learning together. And so we're making a decision, a split-second decision together. So I was listening to this Tony Robbins Hour of Power for about 3 weeks. And then the event was coming up and I wasn't going to go. And here's what changed everything for me. Here's what led up to me going to the event. I was listening to this Hour of Power, and Tony Robbins, he talks about we all get our shoulds, but we all get our musts, but we don't get our shoulds. I mean, you know when you say I should lose weight. I should make more calls. I should eat right. I should blank, blank, blank. I should spend more time with my kids. Then we have our must. I must go to work. I must do this or this will not happen. I must do this over here or this over here won't happen. I must pay my bills or my lights over here get cut off. And so this is some of the stuff that was in my mind, that was going through my head as for about 3 weeks, and I listened to this audio every day. And so swimming around in my head was, we all get our shoulds and we don't get our musts. And until we turn a should, something that we should do, into something that we must do, we'll never do it. It'll always be, I should buy a new car, even though the old car works fine, even though I have to get a jump every day. I should buy a new. But until that should becomes a must, I must get a new car. These are going to be my payments. This is going to be the color of the car. This is going to be the kind of seats that I'm going to have, the kind of tires, the kind of rims, the kind of stereo. This is the kind of TV I'm going to have in my car, whatever you want. Until you make that should a must, it will stay a should. And so so I have this stuff going through my mind for 3 weeks. I'm studying this and I'm applying it and I'm doing it. Everything that in this audio. And so I'm on this every week. My company, we do this Empower Hour call, and I was on this. It's like online or listen on the phone. And so I'm listening, and I listened to this Empower Hour call 3 times. It wasn't until the 3rd time that it hit me like a ton of bricks. Just hit me. And he was talking about getting to the events, and his wife was talking about the power of getting to the events and how they're transformational, and how getting to the events means the difference between your income staying at $10,000 a month and your income going from $10,000 a month to $20,000 a month because of the transformation you had at the event. And so the third time I listened to this phone call, it hit me. And I went from not going to that event to I must go. I have to be at this event by any means necessary, as long as it's legal. I put the criminal behind me. That's the past. We'll talk about that later. But anyway, my should turned into my must, where I must get to this event. And you know what happened? I got to that event. And you know what else happened? As a result of going to this event, as a result of this split-second decision, what happened? What would happen in your life? How would your life be different if you made a split-second decision? Sometimes these decisions are very risky, a risky decision. A decision that gets you out of your comfort zone, a decision where you can be comfortably uncomfortable, getting where you're comfortably uncomfortable, if that makes sense. Getting to where you have to stretch your mind, you got to stretch your mind out and get out of your box. And you know, we all live in this bubble. You got to pop that bubble, pop it, take a needle and pop the bubble. And so my should became my must. I must get to this event. And I know where I was at. So at the event, they had this raffle, right? There was this raffle. You know, when there's raffles, usually there's, you know, 4 or 5, 3 people, and one person wins $200, and another person gets some other kind of prize, and another person gets a living room set or whatever the prize is in the raffle. Maybe it's not a living room set. Usually it's something smaller. But there was this raffle, and I got a raffle ticket. I actually had a raffle ticket. And I had a feeling, and I don't know, something about me and raffles to where I win them. I don't know why, I don't know what it is, but I win raffles. So I had this feeling that I was going to win this raffle, and lo and behold, they call my name. And I go up and I get my prize. But here's the thing. I didn't know that there was only going to be one winner. At that event, I'm talking about 2,000 people, and there was only one winner. And guess who was me? And here's what I won. The leaders in my company, they had a dinner that night, so I got a chance to go to that leadership dinner and rub shoulders with some millionaires, baby. Millionaires. So I got to rub shoulders and talk to people. I'm sitting at the table with people who you only see on video or in the trainings or in the company, the products and stuff like that. And so you only see these people on video most of the time. You don't really get a chance to meet with them in person and talk to them. But I had this opportunity, and one little nugget that I got was this traffic source. And I was asking this leader, this guy, about this traffic source. I had asked him about this traffic source that I had used recently to drive traffic to my site, to my my landing page, my squeeze page, right? And so I was asking about this traffic source, and he was like, "Yeah, oh yeah, I use him. He's good." And then he gave me the name of another traffic source. But here's what he said. Listen closely to what he said. He said, "I would trust this guy with my life." Man, that's powerful. Don't tell me that's not powerful. Where else can you go? I mean, where else can you go to where, you know, if you're working online, you want to know the best traffic sources, and all traffic sources are not created equal. Sometimes you buy traffic and you get zero results out of it. And so when you get a tip like that, it's like insider trading. That's like insider information. You're like, give me more, give me more. And so I got that little tip. And actually, probably tonight or tomorrow, I'm going to get some traffic from that guy who this leader said he would trust his life with. I'm going to do a little test run first, and then I'm going to do a major campaign, traffic campaign. What if I never made that decision? What if the leaders that were on that call, him and his wife, what if they made a decision 1 week. Okay, so this Empower Hour call that I mentioned happened 1 week before the event. And so what if they would have made a decision not to do that call? Then I would never have heard them, and I would have never been in a right place at the right time to where it just would click for me, and I would pop, and my should would become my must. And if my should never became my must, I would never have made a decision to go to that event in Orlando, and I would have never have won that raffle, and I would have never had that conversation with that leader who's a millionaire online right now, who gave me a tip on some traffic, a traffic source that I assure you and I promise you everybody doesn't know about. What if you're one of my subscribers, and after I do my campaign and get the result, and after I share it, then I'm going to share that resource with you if you're subscriber list, my email subscriber list. How's that sound? So if you're not on my list, if you're not on my email subscriber list, I would suggest you get on it right now. Shoot me a message right now on Facebook or somewhere on Google, or actually you can shoot me an email to Barry Solomon at tailormadewealth.com. Once again, Barry Solomon at tailormadewealth.com. Shoot me an email and I'll get that information to you, or you can just hit me up on Facebook. Well, first you got to get on my list, and then I'll get the information to you. So anyway, what if everything changed for you? Just like everything changed for me during that week. It was a progression. First, I started listening to the Tony Robbins Hour of Power, then the Empower Hour call, which made me make a decision to get to the event. And then at the event, I got the raffle. I won the raffle, which got me at the table, the leadership dinner table. That was the prize, and a picture with the founders of the company. So that one decision changed everything in my life that week. So what if you could make a decision right now? What if you could make a decision that changed everything? What if you made a decision that instead of, you know how we have these visions and we have this idea of who we want to be in the future. You know, I want to be this person, this leader, this speaker, this person on stage, this leader of thousands of people holding the flag and waving the flag like the lazy millionaires that would wave that flag at the Miami event in January 2014, my first event. I'll never forget it, because it's like sex. When you have your first sex, you never forget your first sex or your first kiss or the first time you have sex or the first time you orgasm. But anyway, we'll talk about that later. But anyway, listen very carefully. What if everything changed for you in a split second? What if second decision to be on the leaderboard in your company within the next 7 to 14 days, within the next 30 to 90 days, and stay there all year for 2016? Or what about that person, like I was saying, who you want to be? We know we all have this vision of who we want to be off in the future. But what if you can take that person who you want to be over here, or you're this person here? What if you could go around and look that person in the eye right now in this very moment, face to face, and become that leader, become that person who could sponsor 2 people a day into their business? Because that split second decision that changes everything for you, it happens just like that. And that's something I learned at the event in Orlando. Was you can step into that person right now and just hit that person, go around the corner and meet that person, that fear person who you want to be. You can meet that person right now and become that person right now, and be on that leaderboard within the next 7 to 14 days or 30 to 90 days in your company. And it doesn't matter what company you're in. It doesn't matter what you're promoting online. And maybe you're somebody who's not getting any leads, and all of a sudden you decide to be that person who gets 30 leads, 100 leads, 50 leads in one day because you made a decision to do it. That's something I had to do. And that's why I ended up at that event. And that's why I ended up at that, winning that raffle. And that's why I ended up getting that traffic source. My name is Barry J. Solomon, father of five, creator of the Legacy Tribe. Legacy, 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 legacy. And this has been IBU, Internet Billionaire University, and the title of this training has been, what if everything changed for you? Split second decision, split second moment. Hope this training was of value to you. If you took some notes and you got some value out of this is some stuff you can actually apply in your life tonight, right now, in this very moment. Because the reason why I'm speaking to you right now on video, the reason why you're listening to the sound of my voice on your iPhone or your Android or your home computer, the reason why is because of some decisions that I made, and now you are reaping the benefit. And in a split second, everything changed. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of IBU, Internet Billionaire University. And I want to leave you with this. What if everything changed for you right now, in this very moment? One decision to be that person who you want to be right now. Thanks for watching. Oh, then ahead and see what happens.